boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. They match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they square off with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here's Luck now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wide. Wait, 20.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumping it off for Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady now on 1st down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You got 4. Wait, set. Wait, 20. 26, Mike.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. That'll be a Patriot 1st down as Brady finds Patterson.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Wait, 20. 20.
On second down, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's third down.
Let's go.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
By 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
By 20. 20.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Hey, Bolt 66. Right there. Get this goal back.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Brady, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, a 2nd and the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down throw. Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long, it's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Luck. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Brady trying to lay one up deep. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. That one goes for 36 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may
throw an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Locke brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Love. Hinman has it over the middle. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Luck on third down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Brady now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Caught right side. Davis. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Brady. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady to throw again. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down is Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing on third down. Love. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And now running right through it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Love. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Stewart shedding through. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Adrian Claiborne with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Patriot fans certainly happy to see Claiborne wearing their jersey this season.
Obviously a good pickup by the AFC champs, and you have to go back to when Claiborne came into the league. A first-round pick with Tampa Bay. But just remember last season, 6 sacks in 1 game against Dallas. You'll remember Adrian Claiborne's name from that point on.
Who was blocking in that game?
No one.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, he punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They
got his man complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 49 yards. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
He's back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Brady, got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.